as promised, I am sharing what is new in my closet from J. Crew. I had to split this from the last what's new in my closet video because I was still waiting on half of the items. It's not super big because it's not like I went crazy. So it's basically things that I picked up over the past couple of months. The great thing about J. Crew is they have a lot of items that are staple items. There are things that I didn't pick up in the past couple of months that I could pull from my closet from J. Crew that are still available right now because they're available all the time. So yeah, here we go. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna share with you is actually two things because I just got something in two colors. These two tissue turtlenecks, it means that they're super thin, and maybe I can even show you. Nah, it's really hard to see here, but they're generally pretty thin. Great for if you're kind of wanting to put something underneath a chunkier sweater, or if you want to pair it with a more of a warmer weather dress. It's easy to just kind of throw these underneath, which is something I plan on doing all fall and winter. I am not gonna go ahead and show these to you in the mirror because I'm wearing one right now, so I'll just kind of step back and show you that. I got this kind of very light, I can't tell how well it's showing up. It's a very light peachy pink color, and I just thought this would go really well with camels and creams that I have, as well as, you know, black is fine too. The other color I got is this very hot pink, and that is something that matches. If you saw my last what's new in my wardrobe video, got a pair of pink heels, and even side by side they are almost an exact match. And so when you're wearing them with jeans in between or a skirt or something, you can't even tell that they're a different color. I'm usually not that matchy, but I really like it for these, and these are just super inexpensive. I don't think that they're more than $30 usually, maybe 40, but I pick them up whenever they're having one of those sales where like everything is 40% off or 50% off, or you can get warm weather things for 35% off. So I pick these up. I have two in black, one I'm wearing right now, and another one that I have. And so I just picked them up in a couple colors. I will probably just keep adding these because they're just an easy staple for day-to-day life and for work. As I said, I'm already wearing one of these turtlenecks, and yeah, I really like them. I wear probably in the fall and winter at least once a week, which is why I have this in black twice. I would honestly argue that I could do with a third one, but yeah, I really like them. They're super thin, so they're good for fitting underneath things, but that also means that I usually need a tank underneath it. I don't want it to be sheer if I'm wearing it on its own, or on its own with only a blazer over it. But yeah, it's one of my favorites. I have a whole blog post about it because one of mine is from J. Crew and one is from J. Crew Factory, and I will link that down below because it just talks about the differences. Okay, so this next item is actually sold out in this color. I will try to still link that color in case it comes back, but there's another neutral that it comes in that I also really like and considered getting. So yeah, so this is a mock turtleneck. They say mock turtleneck, but I mean you still have to flip it over, and it is in kind of like a, I think they could call it, it's from Factory J. Crew, so I think they're doing like a full camel this season right now. J. Crew itself is doing a lot of heathered camel, but yeah, it's just really good. It's a staple for me. It's one of the colors or the neutrals that I wear for work a lot, so it's easy to mix and match with things I already own. And yeah, I just really liked it. It's a nice thick but not super thick quality. So for the turtlenecks, I got them in an extra large. I think this is an extra large, and I just wanted it to be sure that it didn't fit tightly. I wanted it to be loose enough at the hips that if I'm wearing it with work pants, I don't have to have it tucked in. So yeah. Okay, so all of this off and on business with shirts is giving me flyaways, but yeah, I really love this. It's very similar to my own skin tone. I will say this is a little bit wide and low cut, but I am not seeing my real bra here, and if it was a problem, I would go ahead and put on a strapless bra that hits or sits lower on my rib cage. But yeah, I like it. It's not tight at the hips. I do think that my jeans show the line here, so let's pull them up maybe. Okay, so I think I've got the jeans pulled up a little bit more, even though my undershirt is now bunched up. And yeah, I think this would look really good with a skirt as well for work, or pants that are black dress pants or cream or something. And yeah, I would probably, in my office this would be acceptable to show this much shoulder, but I'd still probably throw on another cardigan, whether it be black, or I have a slightly lighter heather camel kind of long cardigan that's open, and I might would throw that on. Black blazer, well, that might get a little bit stuffy. Yeah, it's definitely a keeper. This sweater is a take on the tippy sweater, which is something that J. Crew makes all the time, but usually not with lace. I just really liked this lace detail. Can I get it? Yeah, just a really cute addition. All of the other colors, which I think comes in maroon and black and maybe navy, they have laces exact same color, so I liked that this was a contrast. I picked this up in an extra large again, and that's because reviews I saw said that it was very short, so I didn't want a short and tight sweater, and so I think this is just really good for me. I've already worn this. It's the earliest thing I got in this haul, and I even have a picture or two of it on Instagram. And I would say I have a short torso, and this is definitely short, so I'm glad that I sized up in it. Okay, so this is one of those outfits that feels super me. I'm wearing this neutral sweater that's super light. I've got the sleeves pushed back. It's, you know, it's a full sleeve shirt, as you can see. But yeah, a nice little ruffle detail that I like a lot. And as you can see, like I said, it is a short sweater. If you have a long torso, this would look like a crop top on you. So while a lot of these items can be worn outside of work, you can also see the theme that I try to pick items that I can also kind of mix into business casual. And so right now we're moving into the skirts that I picked up. This is just a plain kind of pencil skirt. It's wool, it is camel, it's from Factory J. Crew. For factory and pants or bottoms and things, I have to size up for sure. Like in jeans, I might get an 18, and in skirts, this is a 20, and the other skirt I also got is a 20. So that just goes to show for me, it may not be true for non-plus sizes, but for Factory J. Crew or J. Crew Factory, I definitely have to size up. I've definitely got not burned by that before because I've been able to return it, but I've definitely tried to get something before in my normal 16 or maybe 18, and it's just not worked at all. This I think is pretty perfectly sized, especially I probably could have sized down to an 18 if I wanted to wear it higher on my waist, and it would be a little bit shorter, but I wanted this to be a good length for work. Okay, so I know I mentioned that I thought this would look good with a skirt, and so here I have it with the skirt that's almost the exact same color. This almost looks like a dress in this light, but it's not. It's a skirt. It still sits pretty high on me, but it shows the panty lines really badly, so I'd probably wear a slip underneath it just to kind of keep everything smoothed out. I have also a tank underneath this. It's making this rumple a little bit. I'm wearing it with a pair of cognac heels. And so I think camel and cognac is just all same color family, like a nice warm, not super deep brown, and just all of these things within the same color family, a monochromatic look just looks really elevated, and that's really what I was going for here. Okay, so we have the next skirt here, which is just a kind of plaid with a little bit of houndstooth to it. Bring it closer. But yeah, you can kind of see the houndstooth pattern right here, and yeah, it's just a really nice skirt, and yeah, it is also a 20. So this is more of a mini skirt than the other one, which for me hits at a really good length, and it also isn't super short in the back. And This is basically probably how I would wear this. I would wear black over the knee boots, which I shared my Stuart Weitzman kind of dupes since I got rid of mine in the last What's New in My Wardrobe video. Yeah, this is good for fall in the South because you kind of want to look like fall but not overheat when it's actually 65 degrees. But yeah, and if it actually is cold like it is this week, I would just throw on the over the knee boots and I would be good to go. So this is a sweater blazer. Meghan Markle wore it in gray to, I think, the US Open when she flew for just like a day or something like that. And that made people go crazy. She wore it in gray. I had already been looking at it in multiple colors for probably 6 to 9 months. And that really just kind of made me pull the trigger. I really love it. It's good to just throw over things. It's thick because it's kind of supposed to be a blazer type item in your wardrobe, but it's definitely a lot more casual than a blazer. But yeah, as you can see, it's probably from the camera, I've worn it enough that it has cat hair on it, and because I'm not going anywhere, I haven't rolled it yet again. But yeah, it's super comfy. It has these huge pockets that I find myself, hard to show right here, but you'll see it when I put it on. I find myself just throwing my keys, my wallet, my badge for work in, and not even worrying about a bag when I'm going out to lunch or something. Okay, so this is the sweater blazer. It hits me right around the knee. I went ahead and got the extra large because it is pretty oversized, and yeah, it's just super cozy. I'm wearing it right now with the black tissue turtleneck and then some jeans. These loafers are old J. Crew. So here is a blazer. It is the Park blazer. I went ahead and got it in 18 because I want it to be maybe a little bit oversized. I didn't know how that would run. I really wanted a camel blazer and I wanted the Regent style, but they don't make the camel one in a size above a 16, and that's cut pretty narrowly. So and since it's very structured, that also means that I don't have like a lot of wiggle room in it. So I definitely needed an 18 in it. And I went ahead and got this because it is a very classic cut. I really liked this camel color and I wanted to kind of integrate it in my wardrobe, and I think I'm gonna get the Regent in black. I think it'd be good to wear with all cream outfits, all black outfits, mixes, but yeah, I just kind of needed a new blazer and it was on sale, so I went ahead and picked one up because I've been thinking about trying this one for a while and I ended up really liking it. Okay, so this is the blazer. I've already got cat hair on me. What is with my life? This is the blazer. Like I said, it looks really good with black, and I'm wearing it with the jeans again. It's just great even for casual wear. As you can see, I could put on a pair of black booties and I would look so ready for fall. I mean, we're hardcore in fall at this point, but yeah, it's such a good fall staple. I mean, I will wear this year round, but just right now, this is probably my favorite neutral. I haven't opened the back up yet, but like it's definitely fitted. It's got darting right here, so it's not gonna look boxy on you. And I always, or almost always, go for a single button blazer just because like it will nip you in at the waist and looks so good. Here it is, real quick button, even though I really never plan on wearing it buttoned. And I think this any bigger and it would be oversized here and in the arms and everywhere else. So I'm good with this fit. Last item, these house slippers. I had a pair of UGG moccasins forever ago. They were so great. I loved them. I wanted to replace them, but I just didn't want to shell out the cash for it. And like, I get that J. Crew isn't, you know, the cheapest thing ever, but I didn't want to buy another pair of UGG ones. And finally I saw these. They're leopard print, which I love. Got these from Factory. I will say that probably a week or so after I got these, I saw them on the real J. Crew website. I do not know anything about the difference in quality, but I will say the difference in price was about $20 or so. I think these were just at $50 and the other ones are just at $70. But J. Crew itself probably won't have them on sale more than like 30% off because it's cozy for a while, and I think I got these for 50% off, so 30% off of $70, nowhere near as great as 50% off of $50. And yeah, they're so comfy. They're not as soft as the UGG, cause like nothing beats the UGG sheepskin, but they are still very soft. They're cozy. I had to size up because of all of the fur inside. I'm sure it'll wear down at some point, but I also want to be able to wear socks with them. So with that, that is everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not seen the other what's new in my wardrobe from recently, I would go ahead and check that out. I do videos a couple times a month. It's usually about career, life, and style, which is kind of what I like talking about. So if you like that kind of stuff, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I will see you next time.